Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Now a first down throw. Warner over the middle. Open is Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
The 15 yards there on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Warner. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Warner from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15.
Full start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And they'll run it here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Full start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun!
To throw again. Warner. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, look at the Buccaneers starters now on defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A play fake. Now Warner. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on
Face
for good
mask.
measure.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. It'll be Warner on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Warner. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Warner. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner. And this is going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On 1st and 10, Warner throwing right, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner powering his way forward. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Warner. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Warner. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Warner. According to the headlinesman, incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 3rd down, Warner. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
56 for Mike, boy. 56. Set 56. Gun!
Warner. Flushed out right. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. In for the score. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Hang in there now.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. 24-10 was your final. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Oakland.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Spinning past him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's Wentz to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And just shedding him off there. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Right back to him on first down. A little juke. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard, Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the fourth. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now the first play of the drive there.
Elude that, and even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Here we go. 120.
Wentz will try again on second down. Connects with Sanu right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go. 120.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Lucky 56.
This is Harris. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Wow, so they had an incomplete pass. There they go out of bounds on the run. Virtually no time off the clock for the first 2 downs.
And there's no way that's part of what they practiced in OTAs, mini camp, preseason camp, all the way through the season. You go through these scenarios and you work on them, and you have periods in practice that you say, okay, this is what the scenario is, this is what we need to get done. You've got to take time off the clock. That's what you've practiced, that's what you've worked on. They didn't get it done.
The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down, got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. No, check, Patriot.
They run with Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Warner finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Harris. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Warner. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing on 1st down, Warner. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They run again with Harris. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, Warner. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But somebody, listen, there's some of that, there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final try now for Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Niners, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss here will move them back to 5.